All right, how y'all doing? What's up, everybody? You again rocking with Founder Low. I'm excited. So again, I'm going over my book, Thinking, Deciding, Change Equals Success. Right now, we're on chapter 5. Chapter 5 talks about idle time. Understanding, avoiding, and managing idle time. What is idle time? How to avoid idle time, and how to manage idle time. Now, know what I do? I shut the book, put it down, let's discuss. So, idle time. How does idle time get away from us? Like, how does it get us in trouble? So if you think about idle time in your life, some people be like, man, I don't have idle time. I'm always working, I got the kids, I'm always driving. You're always doing something, right? But what about those times where we are scrolling on our phone, looking at reels? One day, I started looking at reels. I was supposed to be doing something. And I started looking at reels. It was like 1 p.m. Next thing I know, it was like 2:15. I went down a whole hour, lost, daydreaming, staring into space, really thinking about other things outside of the reel, giggling, just to pass time. Now, within that hour, I thought to myself, Mr. Lowe, what could you have been doing in your life for that hour? Now, mind you, granted, I am not trying to push people away from looking at reels or, just having that little get out of this world moment where you release yourself. But what I do when I advise people and coach people, I say, if you're going to look at reels, look at something that's going to be productive to you. Now, if you already got it all and you already successful, of course, you already got it. You can do what you want. But for us, for the people that's still trying to make it and still trying to get set where we are living the life that we want to live, we want to make sure every second, every minute that we have is to help us, move forward. All right, so idle time. When I was in prison, right, one of the biggest upsets, letdowns to ourselves is if we sit in prison and actually rot. Actually rot. What I mean is, you have some guys, like we're able to get video games. And you get some guys, they don't even leave a cell. They be on these video games for hours. I was one of those guys. Hey, don't get me wrong. I was one of those guys, and remember, I'm speaking for self. Usually I'm talking to myself, but speaking to y'all at the same time. I remember they let us get the PlayStation 2, and I played Call of Duty for 24 hours straight, eyes burning, right? I stopped eating a little bit, but while I was eating, I was still playing the game. It was so like entertaining. It took me out of the prison. I was playing Call of Duty, had the blanket on my head, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really into it. So it kind of like was like a reliever for me, and I get it. But after that 24 hours, I asked myself, I said, how am I taking this situation to make me better in life as a citizen? And playing Call of Duty, it's just entertainment to pass time. And I get it. But playing Call of Duty didn't really help me become a better man, a better father, a better civilian in society. It didn't help me at all. So I stopped playing video games. I actually sold my PlayStation, and I took up a trade. It was business and data processing and it was through Wycomico County in Eastern Shore, Maryland. Because that's the correctional institution I was in, was ECI. And when I did this class, I shocked myself. Now, granted, before I went to prison, I was in college for my first year before I went to prison. So I knew I wasn't, too slow. But I shocked myself when I graduated from that trade at the top of my class, and I became a facilitator. So not only was I at the top of the class, I excelled. So I was using my time wisely in prison. So I'm facilitating others. I'm keeping, Microsoft certified, saved in my memory bank, learning how to use Excel, Access, Word, PowerPoint, and all those things, and teaching others. But it's refreshing to keep doing it over and over, so it's locked in, right? So I taught about 3 classes. It's like a year. And I was like, nah, this can't be it. I need to better myself some more. So I took another trade, masonry. Now this I hated. Anybody know me? I'm one of those bougie guys. I don't like to get dirty. I don't like to get my hands all crazy and all that. So I took masonry and I liked it. Not only did I graduate top of my class, I became a facilitator. My first thing I made by myself was a brick oven. I told the teacher, I said, look, teach, you taught us all the dimensions and how to use the mortar and how to build the brick by brick. But I'm trying to use my skills and make something of my own that maybe I'll be able to sell upon my release. So I created a brick oven, right? And I wanted to create a brick oven that was mobile. It was heavy, but not too heavy, to the point where you can still put it on a platform, or I can build the brick oven on wheels where you can roll it around. Your entrepreneurs, we're always thinking, right? But then I'm like, so Lo, this is all good plans, but what you gonna do when you get home? The reason why I'm telling y'all this, and for the people that's listening, especially the guys that are coming home from prison, is that I constantly excelled. I constantly put my attention on things that I thought would help me be successful on the outside. Also, during all this, I was actually still studying for my CDL also, right? But let's rewind it back. Idle time, man. Time slips away from us so fast. Like time goes, you wake up, it's July the 1st. But you close your eyes, wake back up, it's July 10th. You're like, dang, where'd a month go? I was supposed to lose 5 pounds last week. I didn't gain 5. Like, you ain't been working out. You ain't been doing nothing you're supposed to do. And I get it. We all fall short. Listen, I fall short. We all fall short. Anybody know me, man? I've been 500 pounds to 218 pounds. I didn't gain weight, lost weight. Look at me now. I'm big again, but I'm gonna lose it again. I'm one of those, right? But that's because time leaves us. Calories leave us. Like, you supposed to be counting calories. That take time. And if you ain't got the time to count, you ain't counting calories, right? So that's where time management come in, right? But again, y'all, we're on chapter 5. This is one of my favorite chapters because it's like, what can you do to stay grounded? And again, this is for everybody because all of us need time management. All of us need to know how to manage our idle time, right? And be more successful and productive, right? But I truly speak directly to justice impacted individuals when I say this. Upon release, right? We come home. We ain't got time to be idle. Because you start thinking about what? I need money. I got to take care of this. I got to do this. I got to do this. And this gets you involved in so much problems once you start thinking too hard. Oh, I can do this and maybe I can get away with this. If you had to ask yourself or tell yourself, maybe I can get away with it, brothers and sisters, we shouldn't even be doing it. If you got to say, oh, I probably can get away with this, you're thinking wrong. We supposed to change that in prison, not to come home and still keep the same ideologies as we did before. Maybe I can get away with it, but we was in prison because we didn't. So I got like another 6 minutes, y'all. I got to keep my clips to 15 minutes apiece. I do like to get down and dirty with these discussions. Why? Because these are important things we're supposed to talk about. Relationships with our children, our parents, our teachers. Because if you in college, right? Think about it. If you in college, you gotta have time management to work, home life. We gotta pace ourselves and say, hey, look, I'm one of these. I'm a stickler for this. I send my schedule to other people like, hey, if you can fit yourself in that, then we good. You know how many relationships I lost because of that? Because of my schedule being packed. And I tell people all the time, like, the person I was before, I can never be that man again, ever. So, of course, I'm gonna put programming first, because the moment I feel loosey-goosey and I'm chilling is the moment I can see myself right back in prison. So to alleviate all that, I do what I'm supposed to, program, stay in school. I've been in school now for the past 7 years. I'm not in school right now, which is like scary. So I started doing this. I launched my business. I started doing my podcast, my videos like this, and, working on my second book. Now, I wrote 7 books in prison. Also, I'll be doing a lot, man. I got ADHD. But listen, I wrote 7 books in prison. So what I'm doing now is editing and then seeing how I want to promote and put them out. Seeing who actually going to read them. Right now, I have over 100 people that wrote Thinking This How to Change Equals Success. And the feedback I'm getting, man. I was in a meeting yesterday. And the guy was like, hey, man, I never been to prison. But this book, the first 4 chapters, grabbed me. I've been rejected. He's like, I know I had unwanted attention. Like, brother, why you want to harm me? I could teach you how to get it, how I got it. So it resonated with me and said, when I start doing these videos and I'm talking, make sure that I'm just not directing it to justice impacted people, but to everybody. Because the skills that I have that I can facilitate to you, everyone can use them. Just because you've never been to prison before don't mean that you might not ever be, landing there, God forbid. So my talks are for the youth also. So I just want to make that statement, because this is just not for people that are justice impacted, even though I speak directly to them. Everybody can get some type of knowledge or personal gain from what I'm talking about. All right. Sorry, y'all, my words be escaping me sometimes, but yeah, y'all get it. So, all right, we got 3 minutes. So idle time. In this last 3 minutes, I'm just gonna talk about this. I talked about it last episode too, but in 24 hours times 7, we have to manage family, work, school, self. Don't take the self out. We gotta take care of self. Heart attacks, blood pressures, cancers come from us not taking care of self. Our body is screaming. And most of the time we feel I got a headache. Why you got a headache? What's going on? Oh, my stomach hurt. What you eat? What's up? We gotta ask ourselves these things, you know what I'm saying? And keep ourselves up. And if you're married or you got a relationship, make sure that we're always asking the right questions. Am I still doing my job? And this is for the man and woman, not just for the man, not just for the woman. You want to make sure your position is right. I was a teacher's pet. I actually love sitting in the front. I wasn't one of those people sitting in the back. I like to sit in the front. Hey, I don't get what you're talking about. I just don't understand. And I was a teacher's pet, because I'm like, if I keep asking and I keep raising my hand, there's no way I can fail. Because if I'm asking you what to do, because it's you, I don't know what to do. And that go with school too. I don't teach. I don't know your curriculum. You're teaching me your curriculum step by step. So if I don't know, I'm gonna ask questions. Baby, you ain't smiling enough today. And that goes the same with your car. Your car start acting funny, take it and get checked. You don't drive like it's gonna last me. Ride it till the wheels fall off, because once the wheels fall off, what's gonna happen? You'll be crying, I don't got a car. I mean, so for real, man, we gotta take better care of ourselves. Make sure y'all go to the clinic, get yourself checked up every 6 months, especially if you're active. I say 3 to 6 months if you active, you know what I'm talking about. And get your teeth checked every 6 months. Go get your teeth clean, checked every 6 months, because teeth health can mess up your whole body. So with that, thank y'all for following Founder Low. My website is Reentry Recovery Beyond.com. You can reach out to me. All my information is on there. And be looking out for my next episode. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm trying to keep it real. I can't be fake and put on a mask, but I'm out.